Hey guys, and welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. Today we start off with a look at the S&P 500, the dollar and the Nasdaq and gold. We can see the S&P 500 has made all-time highs again, so has Bitcoin, but the dollar is bouncing. And that is really weird, you know, because if the dollar is bouncing, I expect weakness in the S&P 500 and I expect weakness in Bitcoin, and we are not seeing that at the moment. A look at the dollar index, and we see over here we had the previous bull run in Bitcoin, the 2017 bull run, and right now we are here having the 2020-2021 bull run for Bitcoin. So yeah, I see a correlation in that. Right now the dollar seems to be bouncing. Yesterday's candle was a really big doji, that means a reversal candle. Today there's a really big green candle and it looks very bullish on a lower time frame, on the daily. They could go for a bearish retest of this trend line, but I mean, be careful if it bounces, you know, stuff might come down in the S&P. S&P 500, all-time high, big breakout on the weekly, sorry guys, a little bit of a hiccup. Yeah, big breakout over here from this trend line. Really perfect breakout, very clean. Elon Musk is the richest guy of the world right now. Not Jeff Bezos anymore. See me, no more gaps close. This was the last one. We filled this one already. And over here we can clearly see the parabola shooting straight up. And that brings us to the following question. Should you still buy here? I mean, if this trend line or that parabola breaks, we can see quite the downside. Where have we built some supports? Well, over here we have the VPVR, volume per price range. And we can see a lot of bubbles over here. So, a lot of stuff to run. Let's just draw them in there. And those are all places to buy. They're basically all the way to 20k. And I mean, should you buy here? Well, I think it's always a great time to buy Bitcoin. There's never a bad time. Of course, you want to pick bottoms, you want to sell tops. But for retail, you know, that's very hard. I, however, took some profit on my Ethereum. I've been holding it for a few years, and I mean, it's very stressful, you know, holding it for so long. So I took a little bit of profit. I know you guys won't like to hear that. But I mean, I'm trying to be a rational guy. You all heard the stories about apes keeping longing everything, and they had a very few good weeks. I had that, of course, as well. But right now, you know, we are really shooting straight up. And right now, it's not even looking that bad yet. We're not even going up that fast, if you ask me. What keeps happening is that rational traders, they short this place over here and they're thinking like, oh, I'm safe. And then price comes down a little bit and they think, well, yeah, we're gonna crack this trend line over here. But we're bouncing because too many people shorted. And spot buying keeps going on. So we go back up. And people over here again think, I short. And we dip, but we go back up. So they have to sell back. And we keep going up all that way. So it's like people, like it's a really short, slow cook of the bears, I would say, over here as well. They keep getting shaken out and they end up buying the top every time again. If every bull is defeated and everybody's long, that is how you call a top. And how do you call a top? Well, with a big wick to the upside, like over here. Here's a classic example of what happens then. And how to call it is with this indicator. You just look at the fundings and premiums. If the premiums are getting too high, and they are a little bit high over here, you gotta watch out. So right now you gotta be a little bit cautious. Over here, you know, if there's a dump, premiums and discounts completely are reset and you buy. It's as simple as that. Over here as well, every rational trader was shorting 30k. And what happens? Well, we burn through it easily. Over here as well, against 20k, every rational trader was shorting it. But we broke through it with force. And that is how a market works. I mean, everybody wants bears to die and everything, you know, but we really need them if we want to go high. Of course, you have the fundamentals working with you as well in Bitcoin. And that is just supply is drying up. I mean, perfect breakout again for Ethereum out of a rising wedge. Usually a bearish pattern, but not in an uber mega bull market. I mean, we saw this breakout out of this mega rising wedge as well for Ethereum. Really unexpected. Well, unexpected. I mean, I was bullish in Ethereum, very bullish, but let's be honest, guys. 45% up in one day, that is a lot. So should you buy the top? Well, if you're a hodler, there's never a wrong time to buy. In the worst case, this is the top of the bull market of this year. I don't think so. I think retail is just hopping in. It's still just starting. And in the worst case, you know, you, well, keep holding your coins for 4 more years until you're back to all-time highs, because that is basically how it happens in my opinion. Every halving, after every halving, we will see new all-time highs. Ethereum looking very strong here, consolidating a little bit, very strong point. They had a very strong reaction over there. Ethereum looking very good. CRV, question from a follower. So let me know, guys, if you want me to take a look at a certain coin or anything. Let me know in the comments. I am always happy to take a look. So CRV kind of looking good over here. I think it's ready for a lot more upside. These are the levels to watch for CRV, and if they break these, you know, it's moon territory. They can go to all-time highs. By the way, if you want me to like tell you guys a target for Ethereum is still very simple, $1,400. We'll probably go there. Worst case, I don't think it will happen, is a retest on this trend line, and that will be $800. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Worst case for Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin is up so much. And let's be honest, guys, we would all buy the dip if we could buy it back again at 30K. And that is also a thing, you know. Everybody wants to buy the dip. But if everybody's ready to buy the dip, will there be another dip? That is the question. I know a lot of people would love to buy more below 30K. So I'm not even sure, you know, if we can go there this time. What would end the bull market is, I think, a sharp drop for the S&P 500 or a sharp pump for the dollar. So that's why we saw some volatility as well. I think yesterday we had stuff going on in the Congress and the USA, and that's of course a bullish thing because well, it's the left, and the left is, well, that's how the markets think. Print more money, so the dollar will go down lower, so the markets will go up more. So that is how like markets think about that. And well, at the moment, this week, last weeks for Bitcoin, it's not the time for rational traders. I would say keep buying, keep your stops very tight. If there's a sharp drop, like over here, they will come again. A 20% drop from over here, they will come again. Make sure you have some money left to buy. So that is about it for today. If you want to trade with some leverage like I do, make sure you use one of these sign up links. They're in the video description as well. Make sure to also subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to hear me say moon predictions, I am happy to tell you guys moon predictions, but I'm kind of a rational guy, trying to stay rational, although I am having the best weeks of my life since I've been in crypto since 2013. So yeah, that is about it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to know, well, yeah, more about me. Let me know what you guys want to hear, and I see you guys again tomorrow.